I'm tapping in with Penitentiary to Penthouse podcast. One of the most craziest things that happened to me when I was locked up, it was probably when I was probably about 17, probably about 18, 19. I just got locked up. They had just sentenced me to 26 years. I'm upstate. I'm in a satellite camp. My little cousin come up there, but he about 5'3", 5'4", and he rap. So the Saints was playing. The Saints was losing, but come back at the end of the game and won, right? So when they won, my little cousin wrote a rap song. I shook back like the Saints did that. About to touch down and fuck a hood rat. So I still remember it, you know what I'm saying? So he's singing it because he had his money bet, so he won. So we go to the child hall. When we go to the child hall, he's still singing it. He's still excited. He just wrote the rap. He just won him some money. So they got a dude named Chew from Shreveport, big old cocky dude. He was the Crip big dog of the Rolling 60s up there.
Yeah.
I don't know him at the time. No, I'm lying. About 2 days prior to this, Chew just coming out of dome. And the minute he walked in the dome, he went straight to the TV and changed the TV. In my mind, I'm saying, we can get into it. We gonna get into it. So he already have this big dog mentality, and that's something I ain't like for somebody. You know, I ain't like bullies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like bullies, and he come in the dome as a bully, and I'm skinny, small, but I still have the mentality. I don't like bullies.
Right.
So that energy that he came in the dome with, just changing the TV,
You didn't like it.
I ain't like it. I ain't say nothing at the time, but I knew in my mind, we gonna have trouble. 2 days later, my little cousin wrote the song in the child hall. He's singing the song. He tell my little cousin, man, shut the fuck up. He's sitting where you at. My little cousin's sitting on my side right here. I got the tray in front of me. When he said it, my hand started shaking. I got the tray. Now I want to smack him in the face with the tray, but I also want to challenge myself too. Like, man, fuck him. I don't care how big he is. I'm going to fight him. You know what I'm saying? So I slid my cousin my tray. I'm like, put that up. Homie, when you come back to the dome, come see me. He's shocked. So when he's shocked, he come back to
everybody tuck and tail.
Yeah, so he's shocked. So when he come back to the dome, I'm strapped up. I'm inside the cut. Now, they got the cut probably as big as this.
I-10?
Yeah, so you got bunks all the way around it, right? So we get in the circle. Boom, he come. He big and cocky, so he swing wild. I'm slim at the time, so I'm throwing jabs. Hit him about 2-3 times, he'll grab me. When he grab me, everybody in the dome will grab him because it's a no wrestling rule in effect. I got enough respect in the dome where they're not going to let you wrestle me.
Okay.
I'm going to play this to my advantage. I know I can sling them, but I know if you grab me, you can manhandle me. So I start using that to my advantage. I know when you grab me, they're going to grab you and break us up. At that time, I'm going to hit you about 4 times. Boom, 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 grab you again. He'll grab me, put my head under the bunk, punch me in my body, but I know
Somebody coming.
Yeah. So about
that's
3
a
days.
nice little backup to have. I like
So
that.
I know every time I get off on him, boom, 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 he gonna grab me because he can't take the lick. So he rather wrestle. So when you start wrestling, I know that they coming. So I'm gonna grab my energy. I'm gonna put it in my mind and accept your licks when, you know what I'm saying, when you grab it, because I know
you have a few seconds when they pull him off.
And I gotta exert some more energy.
Mike
boom,
Tyson
boom, boom,
punch
boom.
out. And he's like,
Yeah.
and that's you.
Look, so everybody like, man, Steve, he's steady grabbing you. He's steady grabbing you. Fight him outside. So we inside for the whole weekend. It's raining. We're in the satellite camp. So
Which camp was you at?
Bazille.
Oh, God.
We was in Bazille.
That's like Pine Prairie area?
Yeah, that's right down the street. That was like Pine Prairie Twin Sister.
Yeah.
People from Pine Prairie will come.
Yep.
So then at this time, you got, dudes from New Orleans and dudes from Shreveport.
Never a good mix because everybody beefing.
Right, but at this time, before me and the dude got into it, the blood, big dog, dude named Snake, come to me and like, listen.
I was in Catahoula with Snake.
Big old Snake, look like Mike Tyson.
Old cat though.
Yeah, look like Mike Tyson.
Real cocky.
Yeah. Snake come to me and be like, he come to me. Now he a blood big dog and Chew the Crip big dog. They from Shreveport, but they still got their status.
Yep.
He come to me and like, man, that's between y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know that's, I know he from the hometown, but we not gonna get into it. So the blood stood down from the word say go. So when we start fighting for 3 days, nobody else around the compound know that, you know what I'm saying, it's just between me and him. All they hearing is that we was fighting. So we'll fight 2-3 days. We'll look at each other.
Ting, 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 ting.
And go back in the cut. The guard's coming, break it up. My nose broke, my eyes swole, wake up, put something on it. see them later on that day, look in each other's eyes, bing, 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 bing. So we did this from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday, they let us out. When they let us out, I get on the yard. You got about 100 dudes from Shreveport and Alex, from that area in
They
one
stick
corner.
together too.
Man, I look back, you got Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I got about 200, 300 dudes behind me like, Steve, what's up? One dude walk up on me with a shank as long as my arm. You want this? You need this? I'm like, no, I'm straight.
Because goddamn movie.
He felt more played than me because he felt like he was supposed to knock me out because, you a big dog. You the
You're
crap
supposed to
big
be
dog.
running
Been
stuff.
finished.
Yeah,
already.
you were supposed to be finished me. We've been fighting 2-3 days, the compound hearing about this, so you feel more played than me because I feel like I did what I needed to do. Before you know it,
G fight.
no.
No?
Every security officer they had on their task force running the yard locked us up. Inciting a riot, setting the whole.
Somebody told on y'all. Mm-hmm. I bet you, I don't know for sure, but he probably sent the little tell.
Probably, he was a real dude.
He was?
Yeah,
I
he's a
think he
real
did.
dude.
Okay.
Because man, look, when they put us on for inciting a riot, they put us on the same tier. So we stood probably 2 cells apart from each other for about 5-6 months on lockdown.
On lockdown? Y'all never had no beef after that?
We ain't had no beef. The respect was established.
Yeah. Well, he ain't had nothing, no choice.
You gonna quit before I quit. I ain't gonna clear out. You gonna quit before I quit, and that's the number one rule. Do not tap out.
Yeah,
Do
don't tap
not. Once you tap out, it's over with.
Yeah. But then
the
you're gonna
pressure
have a
gonna
problem.
come.
You're gonna have all types of other problems
'Cause
that come with that. Because everybody be like, "Oh, he tapped
I don't care
out."
if you got to fight till you can't.
Tomorrow,
don't tap out.
the next day, the next day, the next day.
I
Just
was
don't
looking
quit.
at social media. They had 6ix9ine. He balled up on the ground. I'm like, you tapped out. It's over.
Well, I, you can expect that from a guy like him, you know what
right?
I'm
Because
saying?
he's a
Like,
bitch ass dude.
I said that's fitting. You know what I mean?
Was that recently?
It was
Yeah,
yesterday.
yesterday.
I don't pay attention.
He got beat up in the gym in New York.
Had him on the ground, balled up,
I guess
pulling
they
him by
finally
his
got
head.
him.
He had to go get rushed to the hospital.
Oh, hey, T's and P's to Tech 9, man.
Hey,
Takashi.
Tekashi. This is Scott with Penitentiaries to Penthouses. We're here. On the left of me, we got your best friend in real estate.
For all your real estate needs,
And if you're looking to sell your homes, holla at me. We're looking to buy them.
we want your dumps.
In front of me, I got my boy, Steve Roy.
Whoa, what's that?
Originally from the West Bank.
From the
my
West Bank.
railroad.
West Bank.
Railroad.
Hey, bro, do you remember the 9 o'clock props?
Yeah, I got
The 9 o'clock props is on.
I got
Tell
a
me
song
where.
in here.
From the 9 o'clock props?
No, one of my right hand man, he remade it. That's one of our favorite songs.
I used to listen. So I lived in Metairie in Harahan until I was like 10. Then we moved to Denham. Well, I was so accustomed to Q93, I could at a certain spot in my room, I could catch Q93 on fuzz. So I would catch the 9 o'clock props, and I would be in my room ducked down because I didn't want my mom to hear, you know. So I'm in there listening, and I was always listening. Marrero, people call from Marrero more than anywhere in the city. It was
Marrero.
always Romero.
Shit, they ain't have nothing else to do.
Did you call in and rap?
No,
No.
at that time I was around rap, but I wasn't, the one that was
Yeah,
really rapping.
yeah.
I always loved music, still to this day.
Yeah.
But at that time, two of I call them my cousins, but they was rapping. They was supposed to become the new Rootless Juvenile.
Oh, okay.
If y'all remember Rootless Juvenile.
Yeah, that was Cash Money's.
That was Mobile
Big-
Joe.
Or were they with Big
Because
Boy?
you had 3 main companies in New Orleans then. You had Cash Money,
No Limit,
No Limit.
Big
and
Boy.
Big Boy wasn't even around then. You had Mobile Joe Records.
Oh, okay. I
That's
didn't know.
with Cheeky Black, Ricky B, Shake It For Your Hood. If it's all good, better watch them hoes when you're sleeping. Because all them songs.
Yeah.
Ruthless Juvenile. Then you had Uptown. You had, so you only had 3
Three labels.
3 labels.
So they was with them.
It was
So
with them.
Ruthless Juvenile, you were thinking just regular.
No. I know who Ruthless Juvenile was, but I thought he
Ruthless
was.
Juvenile was locked up with him.
Yeah.
One of the members was locked up with us.
Yeah. What's his name?
49.
Yeah,
I mean, not 49.
Not 49.
It's something.
He was on Rain Yard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, I can't.
We'll
Bullshine.
remember. We'll remember.
And you know what else I didn't realize? We're gonna get into the story, but like I said, Brother.
Yeah,
All right, I never knew Brother was tied in with Birdman and
Yeah,
all
that's
them
family.
and BG and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's their
When
family.
I come home, I'm listening to old Cash Money stuff, and I kept hearing Brother LB, Donald D, and
Mm-hmm.
I asked Pendleton, I'll be JPay and
Yeah.
Pendleton, and I said, "Let me ask you a question. I never asked this before because I never put two and two. I said, brother, the guy that used to live with us, is he like cool with, I named all. He's like, yeah, man, that's their people. I said,
family.
dang. I said, I didn't even know. I lived in the dorm with him, hung out with him all the time, never even knew.
Yeah, that's
because
family.
he's so humble.
He humble.
He don't talk about it. He's got his cool little job that he keeps.
And been there for years.
And been there for years in the visiting shed. He goes to church. He don't do no violating.
He humble.
He's just humble,
He
man.
humble. And he always the same individual.
But he was like, so I got to digging. He was really that dude
But
out
see,
there.
that be the ones, the most humble ones that doesn't look like nothing affect them, got a level head on their shoulder, can turn around and be
He's a good guy.
right.
And I hope he comes on. In fact, I started following his son
rap.
on Instagram.
His son, I just like something.
Because I had found him because he had posted.
Lakari or something like that.
Skinny kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
He
had
reached out to me.
He had posted a picture of him and his dad, and I said, brother. And then, but the son was like linked up with Birdman and them. That's how I found the thing because he had tagged Bird. And I seen it, I said, okay. And then that's how I saw the picture of brother, and then I asked Penn. Yeah.
It'd be a small world.
Yeah. So tell everybody where you from.
I'm from Aurora. Grew up in Westminster. In Aurora, it's the first neighborhood when you hit Aurora, coming from the West Wego area. Stayed there till I was about 13, 14. My mama died after that. Just roamed throughout the city. You know what I'm saying? Until I got locked up till I was about 17.
Well, like your upbringing and everything. Did you come from just a?
I come from a good family.
Yeah.
I come from a good family. My mom was an independent single woman, had 6 children. She overcame a lot. She was originally come from St. Louis.
Okay. Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri. East St. Louis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she was in East St. Louis. So all my siblings from East St. Louis. I was born actually in Illinois. Just came to New Orleans when I was about a month. You know what I'm saying? I come down here early. So all my life I've been in New Orleans. But my mama come from East St. Louis. When she come, she was a nurse practitioner. What she called a stroke. So from when I was probably about 7 to about 11, my mama couldn't walk. She was in a wheelchair, you know what I'm saying? But she started walking again. The doctor told her that she'd never walk, but she started walking again. After she started walking, she started a home health company in 1992. She died in 1996. Still to this day, that company is still very vital.
And that's the company that you have.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that a little bit later because I was telling Jim and them about it.
So, but coming up in a single family home, you know what I'm saying? My mama working in the hospital. I only have all older siblings. I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? My daddy wasn't around. He came later on in life, but at this time, it was too late.
Yeah.
It was too late for you to say something because I, at this time, learned how to make some money by any means. You know what I'm saying? So what you saying, I go buy my own shoes. Go buy my own polo. If not, I go steal it. You know what I'm saying? It was something. I'm gonna get it. I don't need you. And to the point where my daddy couldn't even raise his voice at me because I didn't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? So
you wasn't gonna give him the response that he was looking for.
But now as a man, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I could have accepted that differently. I could have went about that differently because he did too.
You had a lot to deal with.
So but I didn't realize that until he died when I was locked up. I'm like, damn, I didn't even get a chance to know my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Was your dad in New Orleans or St. Louis?
He was my daddy from Chicago.
Okay.
My mama from East St. Louis. So my daddy come down from Chicago, stayed with us to New Orleans, stayed with us for about 2 years. But in that 2 years, you know what I'm saying, we had our
ups and downs.
Had our ups and downs. I don't even know if he was around. My mama died. I don't know if he left before then or after that. That time just like a blur. You know what I'm saying?
What year did your mom die?
1996.
So that was before you did your time?
Yeah, I was 15.
So how did that impact you? That made you go hard?
That made me go harder. Nobody can't tell me nothing.
I know.
My daddy living, he can't tell me nothing. My mama did, the only one who I really felt could, you know what I'm saying, show me the love or the guidance that I needed. My big brothers, they my big brothers, so I'm going to rebel against them, you know what I'm saying? So
was they not in the streets?
One of them was in the street. The other two wasn't. So they really didn't. We was the youngest. The 2 youngest was in the streets, not the 2 oldest. So it's the youngest children, you know what I'm saying? Wilding.
I know.
In and out of jail, juvenile. I did juvenile time. But when my mama was living, I never did no time.
She kept you straight, or tried.
She kept them people from doing anything they wanted with us.
I got you.
She was the type of person, I don't care if you're the judge, I don't care who you is, she gonna tell you what she gotta tell you.
Right.
And I have that trait from her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel intimidated to talk to nobody or tell you what I need to tell you, and that's how she was. And she did it with the principals, she did it with the judges. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not just gonna do my child. Or, no, my child don't need that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know, most parents will just sit back.
Take the consequences.
No, she didn't allow them. Yeah, I understand my child did that, so she ain't expressing herself to the point where the judge is like, all right, Miss Roy. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to let her take care of you as opposed to put you in the system.
But see, when she died and you don't have that voice, upstate I go. And I went upstate bad. The police put coke on me to send me upstate as a juvenile. So
you got sentenced as a juvenile?
No.
Oh.
When I was on juvenile, I had a fight. I think I had an aggravated battery, and they put me on probation. So while I'm on probation, I'm with my partners. We about to go to Team Summit. We on our way across the river.
Teen Summit.
Team Summit. Team Summit is like some shit.
With church?
No, It was like they'll have rap performances.
Get with it. Team Summit.
Teen Summit.
Teen
Is
Summit.
that what, like BET or something?
BTQ93 or some shit used to have.
Yeah.
So we about to go to that, but we hit the bridge. My little partner got crack on. So he like, man, hold up, man. Let me try to make a few sales. I'm like, man, you tripping. You done made enough money. Come on, man. We on our way. We about 15, 16. He like, no, man, let me just take care of this. We go in the hotel room. When we go in the hotel room, an old timer stop us. He's saying somebody wants something. So when we get in the hotel, when we walk in there, I'm like, man, bro, we tripping. We should have went straight across the river. That's my words. So I go in the bathroom. I go take a piss. They got a hole in the bath and a hole in the wall. I'm like, say, B, if the people come in here or the people come outside, there's a fire stash spot right here in the wall. See, when I walked out the bathroom, I sat down, I cut the TV on, a Tupac video came on, because this about 96, 97.
California Love?
I don't know which one. No, he had on all white.
Okay.
I missed
Most Wanted?
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
Look,
Okay.
when I sat down, I put I ain't mad at, I cut the TV on, the police coming, I kicked the door down.
In the hotel?
In the hotel. Now, at this time, my partner
did
who got
he sell to an undercover?
the old timer who stopped us and said somebody wanted something, must have straight up told the police they got something. They going in room such and such. So by the time we wasn't in there, probably 2 minutes. Because when I come out the bathroom from pissing, my partner went in there and started pissing. He the one got the crack. So they bust us. Boom. My partner got the crack in his ass, in the cheeks of his ass. He just don't have it in his pants pocket because he did time before.
Yeah, he knows
he
where to put
older,
it.
so he know where to put it. You know what I'm saying?
In the cheeks.
In the cheeks.
Is that
straight in the
that's
cheeks.
your purse?
That's your purse. So they don't find it. Right? But he got 2 quarters on him. He got a quarter in his pocket and he got the quarter in his cheeks. They find the quarter in his pocket, right? So me and my other little partner, we just handcuffed. They find that. So they put all 3 of us in the car. See, by the time we got to jail, all 3 of us had 2.5
Oh, they distributed it amongst
all 3 of us.
So they can send you, yep.
So I'm already on juvenile probation, so that sent me
From the fight.
From the fight, so that sent me upstate. That was my fuck.
How many years did you do on that?
I probably did about 8, 9 months.
Okay, and then you come
Because I
back
went to
home?
boot camp. Yeah, I went to Tallulah. I went to boot camp.
Ah, yes.
That's when they had the little boot camp in Tallulah.
So you come back home.
What's the boot camp mean? Like that's
Boot camp.
that's not military, huh?
It was like military. It was for the juveniles. It was like military.
Shape
They have
up.
that at Hunts now. I think.
Yeah, you had the cater callers, PT working out in the
Okay.
morning, challenging each platoon.
No, they
I was-
really do it like boot camp in the
Like
military.
Yeah,
military.
I was the cater caller up there. I still do some of that shit. Hey, ladies, look where they got me. Look where they got
That's what y'all
me.
was saying when y'all marched.
Yeah, way up north, where you can't come and see me. You can't come and see me. They wake me up at 5 o'clock. March me till my body drop. March me till my body drop. Say, Sarge, I'm getting tired of your shit.
Y'all
In a
didn't
few
say
more
that in
months,
front
I'm
of
out,
them,
Joe.
huh? Y'all did?
Yeah, in a few more months, I'm out this bitch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're young, so they let you make up what you want to make up. So
Yeah.
with me always like, writing, I felt like, hey, I'm cool for that. So I was the dude who would be on side the platoon. Hey,
Starting the chance.
Starting the chance.
So what year did you come home from that?
Probably 97.
And you just started wilding back out?
Oh, I chill. Probably, I come home to money.
Okay.
I come home to the change because I was getting from my mama debt, I was getting $968, $978 a month. So I come home to that back pay, right? So when I come home to that back pay, that led me back to hustling.
Yeah, you got to score with it. You got to flip it.
I'm good.
So whenever whenever your boy was selling crack in 1996, what does that cost? Like what would
a quarter was for 7.5 gram quarter was for $225.
$225.
Jeez.
But you had crack, but
so an ounce was $1,000.
yeah. Well, somebody give you an ounce for $800.
$800, yeah. If you buy,
but you'll make powder. You know what I'm saying? You sell powder bags. So off a quarter, you was bagging up almost $700 of powder bags, making dime bags. So you'll go spend $200 and make damn near $700 on powder bags. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never did like selling crack because I ain't like dealing with the junkies. My nerves too bad. They trying to get over on you. Even with the coke, they gonna try to get over on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they gonna come the first few times correct, but then they gonna start
anything goes.
Yeah, let me get it on the front. I'll give it to you when I get paid.
But that coke was the money back then. That coke's still the money for some people out here. You know that's why the United States let it through. When they go put it on there, that's shit. They pay the bills.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about it because they use they use us as stocks and bonds.
Yeah, the prison system.
The prison system. So once you start looking at it from a different view and like, this shit all a game. This shit all about money. At the end of the day, this shit is all about money.
So now if you compared dope dealing back in the 90s to today, like what do you think about the rapid amount of people that are dying from fentanyl, and then the people that are like lacing, like even like listen, I don't understand lacing coke with fent,
right? Because
or meth with fent,
because it's at that time you speedballing,
yeah.
Right? And I come up in New Orleans, right? And everything is led by culture or perception of culture, right? So at the time you had BG, you had Soldier Slim, you know what I'm saying?
Snorting powder bags.
Powder bags. I remember coming home from jail on a carjacking charge, and I will give you that dope dick, but I don't fuck around no more. And I'm 4-5 days clean from not doing heroin, right? Because at this time, doing heroin was like dudes was taking perks. Perks and heroin is basically the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same drug. It's grew from the same source. You know what I'm saying? It's just different.
One's raw, one's pill.
Right, yeah. And you're hitting it with some Tylenol. So how they rapping about perks now
is what they did with heroin.
They did heroin. So dudes, you wasn't looked down upon if you did heroin back then. You know what I'm saying? Chicks wanted that dope dick. You was looked at as being cool because you had a bag of dope. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. What's dope dick?
Dope dick is fucking...
Yeah, so if you get on opiates, I'm just using those.
Oh, you just get all rocked up?
Yeah, you can't bust.
You can't bust.
So you're in there for...
Okay.
You're thumping like
whiskey dick. But
yeah, kind of.
Okay, I get it.
Kind of, but like times 100 because you could be in there for 3 hours sweating. One of
them's bought and sold at Circle K. You know,
the rhinos or the rhinos. Yes.
Well, that shit gonna give you a headache.
Yeah.
But make your own little
Okay, so now we know what dope dick is.
So at that time, you got, you know what I'm saying, you have the rappers who leading the city, telling you about getting, snorting dope. So you looking at that like, hey, cool. Mm-hmm. You got the rappers not telling you perks, but now you got the rappers not telling you fentanyl.
They are rapping about
fentanyl.
I knew the perk was fake because it's still 8.
Right. Now you got the rappers talk about pushing the fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this. I'm not that hard up behind no money. Well, I won't kill you or possibly kill you just to make some money.
Yeah, you want those reoccurring funds too, though.
Right. So why I'm going to play on my clientele like that? I don't want you to die. I want you to come back a year from now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to come back every day.
That's the game.
I'm not just trying to beat you down. Yeah, everybody done sold whammies, but at the time, them whammies wasn't killing them people.
Yeah.
You'll put something in a whammy just to make that money and you gone. You laughing about it.
Sheetrock.
Yeah, you laughing about it. I got that bitch. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But you going to buy something real with the fake money.
Yeah.
You know, with the shit that you sold. Now you going to get something real because you don't want to be out this bitch with whammies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want money. You don't want to run your clientele.
Yeah.
I've done it before. I used to buy little blue pills from Walgreens that look like Roxy's, and I would sell them like $100 or $200 at a time. At the time, you get like $10 to $15 a piece for the Roxy's.
Little
Shout out
pills.
Walgreens.
The pills, see, and that's the same thing with with pills.
Pharmaceuticals.
Like I broke my L5. I fell off my motorcycle. Still to this day, my L5 fracture. I go straight to the doctor. She don't know nothing. You want some Narcos? Yeah, give me some Narcos. Yeah, give me the strongest ones. Give me some 10s. You think 30 will be all right? No, I need them 3 times a day.
90.
Since you want to just push this shit on me, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing who I am, not knowing I'm not about to be addicted to a opium because I did opium as a child, but the doctors don't care because it's all money driven.
Yeah.
So since it's money driven, I'm gonna let it drive some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all they be doing.
That's all they do.
So you were rocking around with the motorcycle out here wearing some fly yellow and black J1s out here. So this dude's a real cool dude you brought on the podcast today,
Thank you,
Scott.
my man. Appreciate you. You gotta come
all
tap
right.
in. I got a clothing store. Mannequin
So
Black.
tell us what about your chores that got you sent to the penitentiary.
I went to jail on an armed robbery charge. I jacked the weed man.
The weed man called the cops on
The
you?
weed man called the cops on me. Told the police that we come in this house.
Hold
with
on.
pounds of weed.
Oh, hold on.
That's how you eliminate the enemy.
Back the line up. The weed man.
The weed man called the police.
How many
on
pounds did you get?
2 pounds.
And he called
He
you
called
for
the
2
police,
pounds?
but he ain't just
Was
call
it good or was it swag?
He just ain't call us behind it.
No. I'm saying, was the weed swag or was it that
Reggie
drug?
Bush?
This was Reggie. This was back in the game.
So for 400, or I mean, back in the day, we
it was
getting
probably
pounds
800.
like
Probably about
350. You know what I'm saying?
Probably about
$800 worth of
$800.
weed?
Probably $800. But he called the police.
Have you ever ran across him again?
I ain't even know when he come to court.
Really?
He sat on side me. I'm sitting right here. My girl sitting right here, and a dude sitting on side my girl.
And that was him.
That was him.
Did
But
you
I
ever-
had been gone for about 2-3 years after I got convicted, so I don't recognize his face, and I just saw so many different faces, so I don't know where I know him from. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could have just
So
been
when-
anybody.
Right. So when I did realize it, I hopped up. I went to singing a Pac song. You know what I'm saying?
Which Pac
I
song?
don't
California Love?
No, it was
Well, is that your favorite song?
it
Is
was a
that the
Pac
only song you know?
It was a Pac song because that's what we do.
I knew
with
you wasn't
sometimes-
singing California Love. That'd be pretty wild if he did, though.
Yeah, I'm the type of person in a fucked up situation. I sing a song and start smiling. You know what I'm saying? Just to
How you cope?
Yeah, that's how I cope. If I'm playing poker or something, if I got a good hand, if I got a bad hand, I'm gonna keep my little energy because I know somebody might be watching.
If ever given the opportunity to see him again, would you ever be like, man, that's my bad?
Yeah, I talk to him.
Yeah.
I talk to him. Why? Because I know I probably, you know what I'm saying? Nobody do gotta live with that for the rest of his life. A gun to his baby head. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the girl too.
The girl too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it wasn't that serious, but it just.
That's how you was living, though.
That's how quick shit can escalate. You know what I'm saying? You're not going in there with the intentions on doing what you do. You going in there, look, let's get this smoke. Let's go.
Let's go.
But when the situation get out your hand and you got to resolve the situation just to make sure you get in and out,
Out quickly. Yeah.
shit, you know what I'm saying? So that probably is one of my biggest regrets in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm a man now, I look back on my actions.
And you got kids.
Damn, I don't have kids.
Oh, you don't have any kids.
I don't have kids.
But you can still relate, though.
I can relate
Yeah.
because it was.
You're older now, too.
I never want to be that hard up behind nothing ever again. With a point where I kill somebody baby or put somebody baby in jeopardy behind something material.
Right,
So I don't value money no more.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not motivated by money no more because of that.
Yep.
So it has to be something passionate I'm pursuing. But my sister and them said, boy, when you ain't got no money, you change. And I do? Y'all serious? I change. You know what I'm saying? What behaviors change? What my attitude is? You don't want to talk to nobody. But I'm glad they let me realize that because that's still, we never really,
Tapped into that.
no, we never really let go of who we was.
Yeah.
We just learned different methods of coping with or maintaining or, becoming something better than who we was.
Yep.
But that who we was still in us. So when she told me that damn, I get dark when my money low, that's not a good.
Yeah, because you don't want to have to go back to that life.
But that just let me know that energy could still be there if, you know what I'm saying? But with her letting me know that, boy, I could tell when your money is funny,
I'm
change.
the same way. You get a little sharper with people. You get a little bit, what?
But I don't want to be that way.
Yeah.
So I start working on, because I don't want money to have that type of control over me ever again, because I knew where money had took me.
You think at that point in time, though, you were having those feelings and not knowing, like you were doing it subconsciously without even knowing, like your money's low, now you're going to have an attitude? Do you think that,
that's why all the murder in the city, because they ain't got no money.
Yeah.
It creates it creates, you never
by
want
any means.
Yeah, you never want to feel like you can't afford, you don't know it. Man, it feel good not having to worry about if you could pay your rent for the next month, 2 months, or 3 months, even if you don't go to work or go to work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the position that I love now. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go to work tomorrow, if I want to take off, if I want to go to Africa tomorrow, if I want to go to Jamaica tomorrow, I can go. And will I go? No. Could I go? Could I go?
Yes.
Yeah. But it provides a comfort of just knowing that I could if I want to, but the discipline in me, I don't need that right now.
Yeah. Financial freedom and destination freedom.
What you got sentenced to how many years?
I got sentenced to 26 years.
And so that was in 99?
99.
That's
So
for
where did they send you first?
The gun baby charge?
Where did they send you first?
I went to the Paris, to Basile.
Basile. How long was you there?
About 2.5 years. Look what happened. While I'm in Basile, I'm on probation. I'm on.
Oh, you hadn't been violated yet?
No, because while I'm on juvenile, my whole life I've been in the system. Mm-hmm. Since my rap sheet go back to 89. I was born in 80.
Yeah.
So 9 years old for disturbing the peace. So it had to be a fight.
Right.
But why would you bring a 9-year-old to jail for a fight?
Yeah.
Why would you start that track record? You know what I'm saying? So at this time, you
conditioning.
You conditioning. You causing my attitude to be fuck you. I don't like y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that started at 8, 9 years old from the police.
Yep.
From a fight. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm on juvenile, when I come home from juvenile jail, I was on juvenile probation. While I was on juvenile probation, I called an adult charge. So I'm on adult probation when I come home from juvenile. Because I took probation to come home.
Yeah, that's when you did your 8 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
So while I'm doing my 8 months, I'm fighting an adult charge. I'm just backing up juvenile time, but I take adult probation, so I come home on probation. So while I'm on probation, I catch my charge. So they sent me upstate, so I'm backing up my time while I'm fighting my charge. I fought my charge for like two and a half, 3 years.
Yeah.
So I'm backing up my time. So they sent me to DeQuincy. Now, DeQuincy at this time is a short time of camp. You're only supposed to be there with 10 years or less. While I'm in DeQuincy, I catch my time. But while I'm in DeQuincy, they got me as a trustee. So I'm fighting a home robbery charge, and I'm a trustee in DeQuincy going to walk.
Because they got you as you violated your probation. Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to walk. I'm walking on the highways, picking up trash every day. You know what I'm saying?
Road crew.
The free man, probably a mile behind me. I'm thinking about escape every day. But I know if I do escape,
it's going to be bigger
So
problems.
I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once they found out that I had more time.
Took you off a trustee.
Took me off a trustee and shipped me instantly. Went to WCI. Stayed in WCI for about 13 years.
Yep. That's where I met you.
Yeah, WCI.
So tell me about how, because, when I met you, you were already kind of refined. So I didn't get to meet
I think it happened the day I got locked up.
Yeah?
Yeah, because before I got locked up, I think it happened before I got locked up, really. Because I used to tell people, man, I'm about to get killed or I'm about to go on a long jokes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what
you prepared yourself.
Yeah, they like, man, you tripping, man. Why you saying some shit, man? I'm like, man, somebody about to kill me. I'm about to go on a long jokes. Long jokes caught me. So my mentality was like starting to, hold on, Steven, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? You tripping. So the day I got locked up, it was like, transformation began. You know what I'm saying? I know it's going to be a journey. I know I'm here for a while. I know I can't come back home being the same 17, 18-year-old I was. Coming home 34, 35 years old. I know I got family businesses. You know what I'm saying? My family got businesses out there. So how can I be an asset to them when I do come home? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be on heroin no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at everything the minute I get locked. And from that day forward, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it took time.
Yeah, it takes time.
It took time, but it's still hard. You know what I'm saying? But it's possible. So when I was in jail, I utilized everything that was presented in front of me, from the education to the free people.
What programs did you take when you were at Rayburn?
And I took culinary. I was the head cooking up there for about 10 years. I took welding. I took all them. I got
Hey, did you know that Duke just died?
Who's Duke?
He was in the welding shop. He was a tutor. It was him and
Lil
Cutler.
Duke?
No, not Lil Duke. Big Dookie. Or is it Dookie? Or Duke? Yeah, he had the gold. He was the tutor at the welding shop.
I have to see
Big
him.
old boy from New Orleans.
I have to see him.
I'll show him a picture of it.
So I took welding. I got my associates in automotive technology. I took all the religious courses they took. I took the college.
Through River Parish?
Through River
that's what I did
Parish.
too.
I took everything that I took, small engine. Everything that they had to offer, I took.
You took it.
The Toastmasters programs, the JC programs, every educational program. I became a
Toastmaster.
tutor. I became a tutor. I stepped out and took a paralegal course.
Yeah, because I saw you were tutoring in the GED building, wasn't you? Yeah. I remember that.
Once you get your associate's degree, you
go tutor.
You go to
and
tutor.
then you can make the incentive way.
$75 a month.
Yeah. I mean, it don't seem like a lot to people out there, $75 a month. But when you're Josing and you
don't need it, and you just letting it stack.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's like a savings account that
Yeah.
you just let it stack for a year. You know what I'm saying? Because you got other money.
That's like $900.
Is there a way that y'all like can go back and check it? Like, is there like a computer lounge or something?
They give you a printout if you talk to bank.
So you just kind of look at it like,
I'm penitentiary rich.
Yes. So everybody,
I'm renting 2 or 3 lockers.
So dudes like, man, I need a tutor position because the tutors get paid the most, but they don't understand that shit hard.
Yeah, you got to deal with some.
You're trying to teach a 40-year-old man
how to read,
how to read cat and dog.
Yeah.
On top of pride.
Yeah.
Tell the audience about how many. What's the and you may, I don't know if you know, but like, what's the statistics of guys that come into the penitentiary that don't know how to read and write, or at like a first grade level?
I'm gonna just put it like this: between the first and the third grade level, you have a school building, right? And they probably got 1, 2, 3, 4 class buildings
in the education
building, right? The students couldn't fit in. They need 2 of those buildings to fit in. Well, 3 actually. But why? The reason I say that because they start taking up half of the kitchen to teach them in the kitchen.
That's pre-GED class.
Right, so that's from your first grade to your damn near 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? And you taking up damn near the whole kitchen.
Whole cafeteria.
Whole cafeteria to feed this body of people. So you probably, I'm going to say at least 70%.
Yep.
Dudes used to come to me so I could write their letters. You know what I'm saying? I used to write their girlfriends and shit and get money. Dudes don't know how to read and write. It became a hustle.
That was a hustle.
Yeah.
You can sit there and read letters and
smokes
get paid.
and pancakes, or are you getting actual money to do this?
No, you getting money if you come to me, like dude might say, Steve, man, I just met my partner just put me down on this little chick. Her name Keisha. I'm like, you talk to her on the phone? He like, yeah, I told her I was gonna write her, so she gave me the information. But you know, I can't write not just something.
I don't know the words.
So look, check this out. Look, I'm a writer, but I'm letting you know I want half of everything that come in. Man, listen, I'm a writer, I want half.
Because you putting the pen game down.
Yeah, you putting the pen game, so about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now, first money order come might be for 50, so you make 25.
Okay, so
right?
like now you're like,
he getting 25, you getting 25 because you just not writing just for a companionship. I'm writing for you fall in love with me, feel my pain, and want to help me.
Bro, that should be a TV show.
Now, Steve was an ethical writer. There are guys in there that are unethical, and let me tell you what they're doing. They get their ass busted. But them dudes that backdooring, try to pick up the girl,
you'll try to
phone.
back up. Because you got all the information, so they'll try to backdoor and holler at the chick on their own. But no, why? Because I'm making money.
Those are the
and I'm doing something I love to do. I love to write. I'm a writer. I used to
Yeah.
write poetry and spoken word. So it's coming natural to me. It's coming.
He's probably nice with it,
Nice.
too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm nice, yes. I'm nice. I'm nice. I can listen. I used to bet dudes. If I write, she gonna respond. And stand on that. Man, if I write, she gonna respond.
Mail call, Steven up there.
If I write, she gonna respond.
It's like having a fantasy football team or something.
Right.
Like,
There been times they'll be like, Steve, come talk to us. She on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Hello, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? She don't know me in jail. She might don't talk to me for another 2 months. She don't remember my voice.
Yep.
Hey, have you seen the clip with Mario, the entertainer from New Orleans? Where he's in that little Boosie movie where they're in the jail cell and he come up and Boosie lets him talk to the chick on the phone. He's like, "What's out, love?"
Yeah.
And he has that strong.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the funniest clip ever, bro. Because he's got such a New Orleans accent. And it sounds like every dude from New Orleans, but how he's stomping his feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the system's something else. You can make they got dudes who make probably more money than us.
They got
Honestly,
dudes at Angola supporting families.
Yeah, they got dudes that make more money than us week to week in jail. I saw one dude, he had 40,000 off strips.
Suboxone?
You know him. I just ain't gonna say his name.
Yeah, we're not gonna allow Cavill.
I ain't allowed, Cal. You heard me? 40 sitting in a cell at that. On lockdown.
They get creative, man, when it comes to
On lockdown, 40,000.
Jim, your eyebrows are raised. What you got, boy? You want to know what a strip is?
How does he do that? Yeah.
Well, we can't see. I refuse. Me and Steve aren't gonna.
So it ain't.
It's a hustle.
Yeah, it's a hustle, Jim.
No, it's not a job. I mean, it's his job. It's not a legal job. But I mean,
Let's just say you're doing more than smuggling something in his cheeks. Unless he's smuggling a lot in his cheeks.
He ain't even smuggling it because he at this point now.
you ain't even got to smuggle it.
So you can like graduate to where you don't even have to smuggle in your cheeks.
So what year did you come home?
2015.
All right, 2015. So this makes 7 or 8 years you've been home,
8
man.
years.
Yep.
February.
So
Yeah, just made 8.
let me ask you a question. What did it feel like when you heard that and then you was outside of Rayburn Correctional?
You cried?
I did. Just to let you know if you want to share that you did too.
No, I think I just ain't sleep.
Yeah, dude, you get excited.
I went to work release. My last 6
you was at work release. Where'd you go?
in Raceland.
Okay. So did you come home with any money?
Yeah, I was hustling.
What you was?
I was doing cleaning the tanks, getting at the bottom of the boats, getting down there.
You pressure washing?
Pressure washing. You got the fire hose stuff. Well, you're getting it ready for the engineer because it's the mud that. All right, when they go drilling, they drill in the earth, but they also pack that same hole up with.
Well, that's what my wife does. She
Some
sells
mud.
those tanks.
Right.
Yeah,
so
she works for HMT.
I was working for ES&H.
Okay, got you.
And that's the dude. He made millions for the BP spill. He made about 40 million. The young dude. He was a young dude. He probably about 41, 42. Jumped in the game, ES&H. So when I come home, I got a job over there by ES&H where we'll be working on turnkey.
So you were able to transfer your job to?
No,
okay.
I ain't. I wasn't gonna do that shit no more. That shit was hard. But look, I enjoyed. I come from the mentality of working because I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I worked the whole time I was in
work release.
Not just in work release while I was in jail. I was the cook. You know what I'm saying? So I worked, but I enjoy working. You know what I'm saying? So when I come there, you got the dudes who's not in work release working on a crew, then you got the dudes who just come home from jail. Damn near became a supervisor. You know what I'm saying?
You was running everybody.
Yeah, I'm running everybody. But
that's the leader in you, though.
Right. But that let me know even before I come home, like, damn, boy, you ready for this? And see that, and I'm just thinking about that now, being put in that position, even in work release, to be damn near a supervisor amongst dudes that was,
free.
Free. And it's a 12-man crew, and I'm the only one that got to go back to work release. But you know what I'm saying? I could get these dudes to make this shit happen, or I could get these dudes to lay down. You know what I'm saying? Because my influence. Because they know that at the end of the day, Steve gonna make sure we straight. If I gotta go down there in the hole for 2 hours and get this bitch together to the engineer come with the white glove and make sure nothing go on his finger. But I'm in work release. I'm hustling. I'm getting doubling up. Boy, I work. What y'all need? Y'all need somebody extra tonight? All right, cool. Sleep in the van.
That's right. So when you got out of work release, what'd you do?
When I come home, I think on the 22nd or 23rd, February 1st, I was working because I already had, my family businesses.
Yeah.
So I immediately jumped into working because I didn't want to spend I knew I was going to spend the money that I had saved. I went and bought me a Beamer.
Yeah.
A 745.
Damn.
I see him.
I went and bought me a Beamer because I come home with no responsibilities, no children. You know what I'm saying? With a little money, working for a family company. I come home making $12 an hour. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, I'm fucked up with it. Like $12 an hour in a company I own 20% of. Yo, tripping. But my sister, like, you're not ready.
Tell the world what type of work it is.
It's a home health company. My mama started a home health company, Axe Home Health, in 1992. We're a home health company. We serve 7 different regions here in New Orleans. On side of that company,
Speaking to the microphone.
On side of that company, we have a sister company, Able Life, where it's a PCA company. We opened that in 1999. Both companies are very vital here in New Orleans. We have over 140 employees. We're in over 300 homes, daily. We have a ton.
So y'all
full of
provide
nurses
home health and PCA.
and
so
PCA service.
nurses, LPNs,
with skilled
CNAs.
and unskilled. We have the skilled side, which is the home health side. You get your nurses, your therapy, wound care. Then you have your PCA side where you just get your basic house attendance where that help you clean up, feed you, help bathe you. You know what I'm saying? It's a very vital company, and I think that my mama upbringing encouraged all of us to be able to maintain it and be dedicated about it because, like I said, she was paralyzed.
Yeah.
So we used to tending to someone who need help from our mother's situation. You know what I'm saying?
Do you get satisfaction knowing that people are getting served every day and their health is in order and stuff like that?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, man, what we do is not for ourselves, it's for others. The love in our heart is not for us, it's for others. The knowledge that we have is not for us, it's for others. You know what I'm saying? We have to share it. If we'll be a selfish individual or person to think that shit for us. You know what I'm saying? What you learning today is not for you. That's for you to share to somebody tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you have to see yourself in that realm of being that vessel. You know what I'm saying? Where you sharing information and you loving and you helping somebody. I'm passionate about helping somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I like helping. I like assisting. You know what I'm saying? I think
Tell us about the clothing line.
Mannequin Black. I started this.
Plug it in. What is it again?
Mannequin Black.
What's the website name?
www.mannequinblack.com. Know the truth, become the truth. Mannequin Black was established in 2017. Mannequin Black was established here in 2017 in New Orleans. It's a brand that I'm very passionate about. I done touched over 10,000 people throughout the world. I do a lot of festivals, so from Texas, Houston, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I like doing festivals because that be my basic target market. You know what I'm saying? But I have a store in New Orleans, 1830 St. Bernard. I've been there for about 2 years. It's in the heart of the community, which is very vital to the community.
Yeah, I popped up at the store one time. I sent him a picture. I forget what you did. Maybe you wasn't there that day.
I probably don't be there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I like to run it by appointments because I have a lot of other things going on. And not just the clothing brand, but I also have an embroidery business where I do embroidery and screen printing and direct the film.
Yeah, everybody I know that in New Orleans, they get their shirts from Steve. So if anybody
need shirts,
it don't have to be New Orleans, but if you're around here
everywhere
and you need shirts or anything, every nonprofit that I deal with, they get their shirts from
We probably
him.
need to get some P2P.
Yeah, we actually,
bro.
I was going to talk to you today about that too. So
We got to get some P2P. Stay on them so we can get on it.
Yeah, get with me if you need any clothing products from screen prints to embroidery, from direct to film.
Tell them about the studio y'all building.
We're building a studio
Workspace.
right now at Workspace DB8 on the West Bank. It's been in existence for over a year. This first year was great. I'm proud of my sister because she was stepping out as an entrepreneur and not a business owner. She was a business owner for so many years that, there's a difference between being a business owner and an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And she stepped out being an entrepreneur and the business has been successful. Well, she got copycats and shit now. You know what I'm saying?
You always gonna have those haters.
She got her copycats, but she steady adding more. She just did every week she have something. A lot of people book with her, but she just did professional photography. So you go over there, you go get something faxed, you get a business address, you have a mailbox, you can hold your event there. She's also adding a recording studio and a podcast studio. She do any type of printing.
Steve, you said something that caught my attention. You said there's a difference between a business owner and an entrepreneur. What does that mean to you?
A business owner and an entrepreneur. All right. Well, I can use myself for example. I'm a business owner and an entrepreneur. Being a business owner, I'm a business owner with X and able. That's something I know I have to dot all my I's, cross all my T's.
That's the home health company?
That's the home health company. I have to wear my professional hat at all times. I'm passionate about it, but I think I'm more of a business owner there. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure everything flowing right. I want to make sure that the employees are in the best health mentally, physically. I want to make sure everybody's satisfied. I want to make sure the energy is right. You know what I'm saying? I'm being a business owner. I'm maintaining what's established already. You know what I'm saying? Because I came into this situation
right,
and it's already established. A business owner basically maintains what's something that's already established because you're not really aiming to grow.
You just maintaining.
You maintaining. You're comfortable where you at. You know what I'm saying? You ever saw somebody have a business and they just have, all I do is this. You know what I'm saying? All I do is fencing. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to add. I do fencing and
Gates.
Gutters, right?
Yeah.
So they're being a business owner. But an entrepreneur would be, look, I do fences, I do roofs. You know what I'm saying? Now, because they're trying to expand now they're trying to solve a problem. They're trying to
close gaps.
It's trying to solve a problem. They're trying to fulfill a need. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. And with my sister, she was a business owner. She maintained the business to the top of the T, right? So when she stepped out into entrepreneurship, it's something new, it's something challenging, it's something unfamiliar.
It's out of her realm.
It's out of your realm, so it's about to cause you to be someone who you didn't think you could become. You know what I'm saying? It's about to challenge you more than a business owner. Business owner maintaining because it's like being plugged
money
in the job.
coming in.
No, a business owner is like maintaining what you already know how to maintain.
Comfortability, whereas entrepreneur is being comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said. And
before you go any further, you know why guys like us, we're past drug dealers, make great entrepreneurs? Because when we're in the streets, if you're anything like me, I didn't want to just sell weed.
No.
We sell everything.
No, sell everything.
Except for like acid and crack. Well, I never sold crack, but those are probably the only two things. And
watch your mouth.
But see, that's like me with my clothing. Like with my clothing, Mannequin Black, I was selling it for 2017 when I first come out the gate. I had someone else making my product, right? So now I'm getting my shirts. I'm getting my shirts screen printed, and I'm getting my hats embroidered. My hats costing me $675. $650 per hat. I'm getting 200 hats done at a time because the brand popping. So I got to keep up. I'm like, damn, shit getting expensive. My overhead, you know what I'm saying? So now my profit margin. So I had to, you know what? How much a screen printing costs? Bought me a screen printer, learn how to do that. How much an embroidery machine costs? Let me buy me an embroidery machine. So now I'm doing it for my brand, but now I just expanded. Hey, you need some embroidery?
Yeah.
You know
I already got the stuff.
I got the stuff, and since I started doing that, it's been beautiful. But to go back to what you said about entrepreneur and business owner, I'm about
hold
to
that thought because that battery's dying. Can you change it real quick?
It's almost about to over.
Okay, all right. Finish that thought, and then we gotta wrap it up.
I'm about to start a new business. It's called Running Mates Dog Business. I'm the first one I'm the first one here in New Orleans with the business. And what it is we're a mobile dog training facility where we pull up to the resident's house, let their dog run on the treadmill for 30 minutes.
Hell yeah.
And we on to the next client.
Let's go.
They have so many benefits with running your dog. For one, it helps your dog become more focused. It helps your dog become a happier animal, a happier pet.
Dog being a dog.
Dogs have a slower heartbeats than human. I'm a CPR instructor as well.
Damn, chill out.
I'm
Everything.
I'm a businessman because I don't like putting all my eggs in one pot. And like he said, we hustlers.
Yeah.
I never want to get back to the point where I
gotta
be
get
fucked up
grounded.
behind money.
Yeah.
Because money is the trigger to all this shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We doing what we doing now, not just for the money, but you know what I'm saying? We know that it has to generate something. And hopefully it generate thought. And the change of thought should change the way money flow for you.
There we go.
Spoken like a real wise man.
Yeah, so make sure y'all tap in. Running Mace Dog Training is going to be the best.
You got a website
business.
yet?
I'm going to be looking out for it, but I know I'm getting some shirts from Mankin Black.
Yeah, it's going to be the best new business in New Orleans.
Steve, we appreciate you coming on. I look forward to continuing to watch your success, and I'm proud of you, dude.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate
it
you.
takes a lot to come from the places that we come from to come out here and make it happen. But that man's a bona fide hustler, so
I appreciate you, man. You
Yep.
always been somebody I admire, even if, you know, it wasn't verbally said, it was seen from a distance from the way you carry yourself.
Absolutely.
You always put yourself in the best position and always handle yourself as a man.
Yeah.
You always honor your words. So when you asked me to come, I gave you my word. I got to honor that.
Appreciate
You've
you,
been a
baby.
good dude.
Thank
been
you.
a good
Thanks
dude.
for
Thank
chatting
y'all.
with me.
Appreciate y'all.